Woe to the inhabitants of the earth. April 8, 2024. The entire beast system is a ticking time bomb waiting to explode any minute. Things will start slowly that will not catch people's attention at first. In fact, it's already happening. After this eclipse, you will begin to see many things taking a turn for the worst. Joel 2, 1-2. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble. For the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand, a day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong. There hath not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. Matthew 24:21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. My glory will fill this earth soon as I reveal my true sons all over the world. This is because darkness will be everywhere that will bring chaos, confusion, fear and hopelessness. The systems will crash and people will lose their money to the banks, their livelihoods will be cut off as many will lose their jobs. Marriages will end due to disagreements and people will find themselves in uncharted waters, and the worst part being, they will be very unprepared. So survival instincts will kick in and many will make haste and harsh decisions that will cost them even more. Great turmoil will be everywhere and governments will not know what to do due to the pressure of so many things collapsing at once. Citizens will demand answers that they will not have because world over the situation will be the same. Prices of food and basic things will skyrocket in one day and things will start disappearing from the shelves due to scarcity. Businessmen will find it difficult to run their businesses as usual and they will be forced to close because it will not make economic sense anymore. There will be looting everywhere and civil unrest, and the law enforcement will be overwhelmed to maintain security for all people. So militia gangs will rise up who will demand to protect you for a fee. Hooligans will be everywhere and the world will disintegrate into lawlessness. Companies will begin to wind up and close shop, so will factories whose workers will be laid off with almost no pay. Debtors will be unable to make payments and many will lose money. Banks will collapse with people's money and you will not be able to withdraw your money at all. Food will be rationed per household and water will become very scarce. The rich and middle class will be forced to move out of affluent apartments to go to low housing and many properties will be left without tenants. The rich will lose their money in the money market and this will be the end for them because most have tied large amounts of money in stocks and investments. Children will be sent home because teachers cannot be paid. Many families will move to the streets for they can no longer afford to make rent. The little money they have will be used on food which will become very unaffordable. Anarchy will come to play around the world for governments will lose control over many things and the citizens will be left to fend for themselves. So I ask, what will people do? Asterisk. The entire beast system is a ticking time bomb waiting to explode any minute. Things will start slowly that will not catch the people's attention at first. In fact, it is already happening. After the coming eclipse, you will begin to see many things taking a turn for the worst. The devil is forcing people to hopeless and desperate situations so that he can take control of the masses. He will succeed. Very soon, aliens they call them, but they are really fallen angels, will be welcomed into your world. They will come in a friendly manner, to share their technology with the world. Their children will join your children in school, because in exchange to what they will bring, is that humanity will embrace and accept them. This will be the beginning of the great delusion. Great leaders of your world are already prepared to welcome them, everything is already set and ready for their arrival. Of course, they have been on earth, but have remained hidden. Now they are preparing to reveal them to humanity and they will be accepted. They will look like you and speak like you. But do not for one moment believe what your leaders will tell you. These are demons in human skin, coming to do their father's bidding, the devil. They are coming to prepare the final way for the entrance of the Antichrist into your world, and he can only come when there is chaos and unrest and people don't know which way to turn. The governments of the world are already in on it and so they have already sold their nations to the beast. How do you think one man will come and rule the entire world? These have been preparations made for centuries. And once they are introduced to your world and accepted, they will then come and put everything into place as they will have direct access to all the resources to control them, so that they can control the populations. The power is not with you leaders anymore, it is with the devil and the beast who is ready to ascend to power. Now once they have control of the money, the food and all the resources, how do you think you as a mere citizen will access them? Yes, the mark of the beast is how. This is the only way you will be able to access anything. Even your money that went down with the banks, they will tell you that you can access your money, but you have to first take the mark. And because you are desperate and hungry, you will gladly and blindly take it. Many believers who know what the mark means will also take it. There will be a great falling away of the so-called Christians because their foundation is in the beast system. Now it is preparing to swallow them alive. All my warnings upon warnings have fallen on deaf ears. So what am I to do? The prophecies as foretold in my word are going to come into play. There will be a convergence of so many things together, that the hearts of men will fail. They will walk away from me and deny me. My heart breaks because this does not have to be the case. But everyone has free will. And they have believed the lie that I will take them away from the earth before all things take place. This has been one of the biggest lies of the devil so that the church can become comfortable to not watch and pray. Even when all the signs are staring them in the face, they are still sleeping. However, for my people who have hidden themselves in me, who call upon my name in truth will be protected. You are not of this world but of my kingdom which is not collapsing, in fact I am coming to establish it and I have already begun. You are about to enter perilous times and many lives are about to be turned upside down. Scriptures. Habakkuk 2:14, For the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of the Lord, as the waters cover the sea. Romans 8:19, For the earnest expectation of the creature waiteth for the manifestation of the sons of God. 2 Timothy 3:1, This know also, that in the last days perilous times shall come. Luke 21:36, Be always on the watch, and pray that you may be able to escape all that is about to happen, and that you may be able to stand before the Son of Man. 1 Thessalonians 5:1-3, Now, brothers and sisters, about times and dates we do not need to write to you, 2 For you know very well that the day of the Lord will come like a thief in the night. 3 While people are saying, peace and safety, destruction will come on them suddenly, as labor pains on a pregnant woman, and they will not escape. Revelation 6:5-6, When the Lamb opened the third seal, I heard the third living creature say, Come. I looked, and there before me was a black horse. Its rider was holding a pair of scales in his hand. 6 Then I heard what sounded like a voice among the 4 living creatures, saying, 2 pounds of wheat for a day's wages, and 6 pounds of barley for a day's wages, and do not damage the oil and the wine. Revelation 6:12-14, I watched as he opened the 6th seal. There was a great earthquake. The sun turned black like sackcloth made of goat hair, the whole moon turned blood red, 13 And the stars in the sky fell to earth, as figs drop from a fig tree when shaken by a strong wind. 14 The heavens receded like a scroll being rolled up, and every mountain and island was removed from its place. 2 Thessalonians 2:11-12, For this reason God sends them a powerful delusion so that they will believe the lie. 12 And so that all will be condemned who have not believed the truth but have delighted in wickedness. 2 Thessalonians 2:3-4, Don't let anyone deceive you in any way, for that day will not come until the rebellion occurs and the man of lawlessness is revealed, the man doomed to destruction. For he will oppose and will exalt himself over everything that is called God or is worshipped, so that he sets himself up in God's temple, proclaiming himself to be God. Revelation 13:16-17, It also forced all people, great and small, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive a mark on their right hands or on their foreheads, 17 So that they could not buy or sell unless they had the mark, which is the name of the beast or the number of its name. Titus 1:16, They claim to know God, but by their actions they deny him. They are detestable, disobedient and unfit for doing anything good. Mark 8:38, If anyone is ashamed of me and my words in this adulterous and sinful generation, the Son of Man will be ashamed of them when he comes in his Father's glory with the holy angels. John 17:15-16, My prayer is not that you take them out of the world but that you protect them from the evil one. 16 They are not of the world, even as I am not of it. Woe to the